And to other stories, the National Association of Resident Doctors has commenced a 7-day warning strike over the abduction of Dr. Ganiyat Popoola, who still remains in captivity after 8 months. Chairman of NARD at the National Hospital Abuja, Lanre Babajide, says the strike, which started at 12 a.m. on Monday, is a total strike with no emergency care for patients across all tertiary hospitals in the country. Kemi Balogun has details.
It has been almost 8 months since Dr. Ganiyat Popoola was abducted from her home alongside her husband and nephew at the National Eye Center in Kaduna State. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors say they have been quiet, waiting for the government and security authorities to help rescue the nursing mother. But they feel it is now necessary they also take action to push for her rescue or release. We spoke with the president of NARD at the National Hospital Abuja, who says desperate times call for desperate measures.
Call that we held our National Executive Council meeting sometime in July in Katsina, and rising from that meeting, we resolved that we issue an ultimatum to government to get Dr. Ganiyat Popoola out of captivity. Following which, failure to do that, we are going to proceed on a strike. And the tentative date was 26th of August, which is today.
Meanwhile, patients in waiting halls of the hospital complain of longer waiting time since their arrival due to the ongoing strike. Gilbert Eam says his experience has been disheartening since he got to the hospital this morning.
I couldn't go to work. My wife couldn't go to work. We had to bring the children for checkup. The last people that should go on strike in this country as of today, with the way the economy is, are the doctors. So whatever the challenges are, I think it's something that needs serious and urgent attention.
We have been here since around 7 to 7:30. We are waiting for Dr. Folios to hear. They said they're going on strike.
The NARD president urges patients to show understanding as their action is necessary to pile pressure on government and security agencies to bring Dr. Ganiyat home.
There's ongoing talks with the security agencies, but if we see the sincerity of purpose and there's a need to shelve the strike, then definitely we will. If not, then we'll just wait for 1 week and then we'll call off the strike.
More than 70 tertiary centers across the country took part in a march last week to protest Dr. Ganiyat's continuous captivity. On Tuesday, the 27th of August 2024, will make it exactly 8 months since Dr. Ganiyat Popoola, a nursing mother, was abducted at the National Eye Center in Kaduna State. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors insists they will continue the strike until she is released and brought home hale and hearty. Kemi Balogun, TVC News, Abuja.
Let's now bring in the National President, Association of Resident Doctors, Dele Abdullahi. Good to have you join us.
Thank you very much for having me.
So the last time we had a conversation on this was when there was a protest in some institutions, across the country. And then you had given, I think 21 days notice for federal government to, or somebody to address the issue. Between then and now, what have you heard from the federal government or the police?
Well, thank you very, very much for that question. Like you correctly said, this process has been a very, very long one. We had initially started with media engagements, then we continued with the protest about 2 weeks ago. And we've issued 2 ultimatums, separate ultimatums before now. Yes, we've seen different actions from our parent ministry, letters being written to the security agents. And also we had a meeting today with the Honorable Minister for State. But till now, we have partial information from the security agents, but nothing concrete and specific, maybe because of the sensitivity of the issue. But this doesn't really boil so much of confidence in our members, and the spirit is resulting in agitations amongst our members.
When you say partial information from security agencies, what have you been told?
Well, we've been informed that they are working on it, that they are trying to go through their protocol to ensure a release. But as it stands right now, we do not know what they're doing, and 8 months is a very, very long time to be in captivity. You can imagine a woman, a breastfeeding mother, having to be in captivity, away from our family, away from our child, away from the other 4 children for 8 months. It's not a very palatable thought to have it in the mind. And to think that this individual has served this country for a very long time. The job of the federal government is to protect our lives and properties, and we feel it's not being done well enough.
And you have, this is a 7-day warning strike, which is, barely a week, but some would say if nothing has happened in 8 months, what do you expect to happen in 1 week? But what are your expectations in the next 7 days? Is it that she's released, or that there is some sort of engagement with the association?
Well, the aim of this strike is for her to be released. The aim of all we've been doing is for her to be released. We are okay with the engagement. We will appreciate the engagement, more information, and also appreciate clear activities to ensure this. But we are only focused on her getting released. Getting Dr. Popoola Ganiyat back is the only wish that we have, and that is what we are holding on to.
Dr. Abdullahi, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure we'll continue to engage you and members of your association in the course of this strike. We've been speaking with the national president of the National Association of Resident Doctors, Dr. Dele Abdullahi.
Thank you very much.